Hello everyone. I'm back again with another video. This is day 3 of the 7 days spoken English challenge that we started 2 days ago. So if you haven't watched those 3 videos in which I have talked about the challenge, and in the next 2 videos we have done 2 different activities. So we completed 2 different tasks and I don't want you to miss those tasks because those are also very important. So please go ahead and check those 3 videos so that you get to know everything about the challenge as well as you complete the tasks done on day 1 and day 2. Now, let's go ahead with the task for day 3. Today's task is narrating the story. Is you watch a movie and then narrate the story in your own words. It could be a movie, it could be a serial, and it could be Hindi serial, English serial, any language. Like you can even watch a Korean show, you can watch an American show, you can watch Punjabi show, you can watch any kind of content and then you have to narrate the story in your own words. That is what I'm going to show you in this video. So I'm going to give you my demo. I had recently watched a K-drama. It is a 2020 Korean drama and its name is Startup. So I will now go ahead and tell you the story. Okay? So the story starts with 2 girls who are sisters. There is one sister who has come from US for some official work to Korea, and the other one lives in Korea only. The one who has come from US, her name is Won In-jae, and the one who lives in Korea, her name is Dalmi. Now, Won In-jae calls a press conference, and in the press conference, Dalmi starts questioning her. Here we get to know that these 2 are sisters, and we get to know that they are each other's biggest enemies. Now, why they became enemies and what is the reason behind it? That is what we want to know. The story takes us to their childhood. Now, these 2 sisters are playing with each other. They are each other's best friends and they love each other so much. They are always with each other. They live with their parents and grandmother. They all live happily. And this is a middle class family. Their grandmother runs a corn dog shop. Their father works in a company where his boss always, insults him every day in office. One day, Dalmi and NJ, they go to their father's office to see him. There they see their father getting beaten up by his boss. And Dalmi starts crying. They see that his boss is beating him up so badly. She starts crying and they come back home. And then they say that, Papa, please quit this job. Don't go to this office. He doesn't respect you at all. Their father wants to leave the job and wants to start a new business. But their mother doesn't agree. She says, if you leave the job, how will we eat? Who will pay all the bills? So she doesn't agree to this. She says, if you quit this job and you start your business, businesses can take so many years to grow. So if you quit this job, we will have to take divorce. Then I will not live with you. Their father doesn't want her to go away. He says, okay, give me divorce because I want to quit this job. Now they both get separated and Inje lives with her mother and Dalmi lives with her father. Now, Inje's mother, their mother gets married again and she goes to US for good. Now, Dalmi gets very lonely because her sister is her only best friend. Her father is very busy in his work because he has started his own business. Now, Dalmi gets very lonely because her sister has gone away. Her father is too busy. She helps her grandmother in the shop and she tells her grandmother that I am feeling very lonely. Now, a new character is introduced in the story. His name is Han Ji Pyong. He is an orphan child. He has no parents and he has no place to live. He can't rent a house because he has no money and he is a teenager. These 2 girls are also teenagers. Now, this boy lives on streets because he has no place to live. One day, Dalmi's grandmother sees him that he is sleeping on the street. She lets him live in his shop. Child's name is Han Ji Pyong. He thinks that Dalmi's grandmother has done him a big favor. He starts living in Dalmi's grandmother's shop. He is a teenager, but he is very brilliant. He has so many ideas. He wants to invest money, but he has no money. And he can't open his bank account because he is a teenager. He opens Dalmi's grandmother's account and he starts investing in that account. One day, Dalmi's grandmother tells him that my granddaughter, Dalmi, feels very lonely because she has no friend. Can you please start writing her letters? And so he starts writing her letters and she starts loving this new friend. So they both write letters to each other. Dalmi's grandmother starts it, but they actually become pen pals and they start writing letters to each other for so many months and years. They receive each other's letters and they start loving each other. Some misunderstanding happens between Dalmi's grandmother and Han Ji Pyong. He invested in Dalmi's grandmother's account. He makes a lot of money. He thinks that Dalmi's grandmother is selfish and she wants to give all this money to her son. But that is not the truth. Dalmi's grandmother loves Han Ji Pyong so much. She loves this orphan child so much and she cooks for him. She lets him live in her shop when he's leaving for college and he, boards that train. That is a very heart-touching scene. And, I start crying in that scene. That scene is really, it gives you goosebumps. They are both separating and that bond between this boy and Dalmi's grandmother is so different, as if she loves him so much and she loves him even more than her own son. Finally, the misunderstanding gets resolved and he understands that she wasn't giving that money to her son, which Han Ji Pyong earned. And this misunderstanding gets resolved, but he has to go to college. So he leaves for college. Now, Dalmi feels lonely again because her pen pal, her pen friends leaves that city forever. Dalmi still hopes that one day she would get her pen pal back because that is her first love. She misses him so much. She wants to meet him and she feels that she will find him one day and they will meet. But Han Ji Pyong writes the letters by someone else's name. Dalmi's grandmother tells him that you write the name of someone else. So he writes the name Nam Dosan, who is someone else. He writes the name Nam Dosan in the letters, but he doesn't write his name in the letters. So the letters are written by the name of Nam Dosan. So Dalmi is always looking for Nam Dosan. She thinks that Nam Dosan is my first love, but actually Han Ji Pyong is her first love because he wrote the letters. Now the flashback ends. We come to the present moment where Dalmi and Inje both are young. Dalmi wants to prove to Inje that you had chosen your mom, but mom was selfish. She wanted to leave Papa. She wanted to leave our father because of money. But Inje says, you are not as successful as me. So that means you made a mistake. You made a mistake because you chose our father and I chose my mother. That is why I got to live a very comfortable and luxurious life because her new father was very, very wealthy. When Dalmi grows up, she is looking for Nam Dosan because she thinks that he is her first love. She tells her grandmother that I want to find Nam Dosan because he is my first love. Han Ji Pyong also comes back to Korea and he meets his grandmother. And grandmother tells him that Dalmi is looking for Nam Dosan. So she says she is looking for Nam Dosan and you will have to come and you will have to tell that you wrote those letters. And both of them think that if they tell her the truth, she told him to write the letters, then Dalmi would get hurt. That is why he doesn't go and meet her. He meets a person, his name is Nam Dosan. He tells him that you have to act like that boy who wrote the letters to her. So Han Ji Pyong pays him for acting like that boy who wrote her letters in childhood. So he goes, his name is Nam Dosan. Now, Dalmi thinks that this is the boy who wrote the letters. So this boy, Nam Dosan, goes and meets Dalmi. They fall in love. Nam Dosan was supposed to just act like that pen pal, but he actually falls in love with this girl and Dalmi also falls in love with him. Both are in love now. Han Ji Pyong also starts loving her because Dalmi is his first love. Now there is a love triangle. Now Dalmi loves Nam Dosan because she thinks that he wrote her letters. Han Ji Pyong actually wrote her letters. He also loves Dalmi. Dalmi loves Nam Dosan because she thinks he wrote her letters. But she actually loves Han Ji Pyong because actually he wrote her letters. Now Nam Dosan also loves Dalmi and Han Ji Pyong also loves Dalmi. Now tell me, who will Dalmi choose and who will she marry? This is a love triangle and I will tell you the end tomorrow. I will tell you the end of this story in tomorrow's video and you will get to know who did Dalmi get married to. And let me know in the comments, what do you think should be the end of this story? Who do you think should Dalmi end up with? Do you think Dalmi should end up with Nam Dosan or Han Ji Pyong? I feel Dalmi should end up with Han Ji Pyong. But you tell me what you feel. So this was my task for day 3. I am really glad that I completed my task for day 3. Now it's your turn. You have to watch a movie Or if you recently watched a movie or you recently watched a serial or show, you have to narrate the story in as much detail as possible. Please don't tell the story in brief because the purpose is to speak English as much as possible. As soon as you narrate the story in your own words, you have to write in the comments that you completed the task for day 3, right? I will be waiting for your comments and you have to write this. Plus, I want to know your opinion on what should be the end of this story, which I just told you. I really want to know who should Dalmi end up with. Okay? So, I hope you liked this video and you loved this story. This story was really heart touching. I cried so many times, I am telling you. Actually, you can even go and watch this K drama. You will love this K drama. So, we come to the end of this video and I hope you liked this video. And if you did, please hit the like button and do subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I will see you in day 4 video. Till then, take care. Goodbye.